Welcome, Libra. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. This reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. It is a general reading for June 2025. No specific life area topic. So we just let the cards tell us what they may. And I'm going to use the Somnia Tarot for both reading and clarifying. So let's get started, Libra. Make sure I got the right sign. Okay, let's do this. Okay, Libra, what do we got going on for the month of June? Current situation is the wheel. I don't read reversals, by the way. Past influence, temperance, present influence, Five of Pentacles. I'll show the cards as I read them. Negative, lovers, ooh, positive, sun, that's good. What you don't see, Nine of Pentacles, what to look for, Ten of Cups, interesting energy here. Okay, Libra, unexpected, Ace of Pentacles, challenge, King of Coins, King of Pentacles, future influence, Knight of Pentacles, okay, and outcome, Ten of Pentacles, wow. So down here you have the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and Ten of Cups. And these kind of, well, the Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles are kind of wow. Anyway, where does this lead? Four of Wands. Page of Pentacles, I'm going to leave it right there. Some of you might be getting married. Or a proposal for marriage or something of that. Five of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I say that because with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups here, Ten of Cups is what to look for. Ten of Pentacles is the outcome. We got Four of Wands, which is celebration. A lot of times that is the marriage card. We have the Lovers and the challenge, but there might be, we'll get into the reading because I feel like there's a lot of positive. So I don't feel like this is the challenge is the relationship. I think it's something different. So, and then the Ace of Pentacles and the unexpected. So I feel like there's something really nice going on here. No matter what happens, no matter what the reading in the beginning says, it's leading to something really good. The Five of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. So the Five of Swords, as you could see, like he's being held back, right? The ropes are around him. He's trying to get to the swords, but he's being held back. You know, he's got to figure out, can he loosen these ropes? You know, is this a fair thing? So there's something to me about something being fair or being, is there an obstacle in the way, in your way, in a situation, in this situation's way, that doesn't feel fair, like someone is. So Libra, I'm honestly getting the overall feeling like there's somebody, family member of either side of this relationship, because this does feel like a relationship to me. It could be a situation, but like that is kind of getting in your way. So even if this is a different situation and not love, like I feel like there's someone trying to hold you back from something you want to do. And I feel like that's what the reading's about, is like getting through that, getting through that, recognizing that. The current situation is the wheel, and the wheel is about, you know, forward moving time, moving forward, keeping going. Time's moving, and I feel like the wheel also can be good luck coming in, but honestly, so the present influence is your Five of Pentacles. So this feels like I got to take a different direction. Okay, let me continue here, and I don't know if I'm going to clarify yet, but the past influence is the Temperance, which is about kind of like keeping even, emotionally stable, emotionally kind of on an emotional balancing board. where your emotions are not real strong either way. There's not It's it, but it's a good emotional balance. Okay, it's not like not feeling. It's just that you're in a you were past in a very good emotional balance space. This is also about alchemy. So I do feel like that you're trying to create something here, or change, create. The only reason why I say change, the Five of Pentacles to me is a lot about, okay, I have taken the same path over and over again and it hasn't worked. So it's now, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to do something different. Also, this Five of Pentacles in this deck kind of speaks of hiding, like hiding away from your responsibilities, hiding from what you need to do, hiding from the reality, hiding, like almost not reality so much as hiding from a situation like that you don't want to deal with. And that's what that Five of Swords is. So I do feel like it may be taking a different route, but I feel like what's happening here is the influence is this Five of Pentacles, which is saying like you're feeling like, I just don't want to do anything. I can't do anything about this. I don't want to, whether you don't want to or you feel like you can't take care of the situation with the Five of Swords, someone getting in your way. And it feels like someone close. So it's someone that's important. It's not just Joe Blow down the street getting in your way. It's a family member. It's a good friend. It's someone that you normally would really respect, or even if you don't 100%, they're in your life enough where you like. When I think of this, I think of a parent, a step parent, a parent, a bigger sibling, older sibling, even a younger sibling, but someone, well, aunt, uncle, anything that you really respect, but that's close to you bloodline, because it's different. And if it's a relationship, it could be either side of that situation, either person. But I feel like, okay, you're going, okay, I've been not doing anything about the situation. I've been just letting it, I've been kind of hiding from it. Not hiding from it, but kind of like not doing anything, not taking action. And I feel like what this is saying, it's time. It's time to take action. It's time to, you know, do something about this situation here. Um, so that's the overall feeling I'm getting in the now. The negative is the Lovers. I'm going to clarify this because this could be about making a decision, and that could be part of the hiding piece that you're not doing that. But I feel like this is the negative as to who's kind of standing in your way or trying to to get you to do something differently or something maybe that you don't want to do. But I feel like this is where I almost feel like it's on the other side, like the other person, like maybe if you're in a relationship right now and there's someone on their bloodline, like their family, they're someone close to them. And that's why it's important. And that's why you're not doing anything at the Five of Pentacles. You don't feel like you can because it's not your family, your side. So it's like really up to them to do something, right? But I feel like you're done with that. And that's the challenge here, is that you have to navigate how to get this to happen because something needs to be done. Now, it doesn't mean like you need to, end the relationship or end your relationship with that person it's talking about it. It's getting it out in the open, that kind of thing. Now, the good thing is though, and you're positive and I like this as the Sun, there's a lot of joy with what you're doing on the day to day in your relationship or whatever the situation is to you. It's it's overall a good thing, right? Except for this one piece. And it's not either one of you. And so it's like, okay, I've got this joy within me. When you have that, it's easier to work through things because when you're feeling complete joy, then you know that you're not wrong. You know you're not doing the right thing because it feels good. And again, not just feel good. Like it's not just your heart space. The Sun is true happiness. Okay, so as long as you're honest with yourself, and that's why I feel like this is the positive, because it wouldn't be in the positive if you weren't being honest with yourself on the joy, I don't think. And that's how I read. Like that's how I think. So I feel like you're truly happy here, which is good, right? It's going to make all of this come together. The Nine of Pentacles is what you don't see. I feel like whether this is towards you or towards the other person, again, going back to this Five of Swords, there's someone blocking this, but they think that you should be focused, or the other person should be focused on themselves and focused on being independent, not counting on anyone, not you know, yeah, basically independent. It can be alone too, though, right? Independent's great, but you can share your independence with somebody. Do you know what I'm saying? You can be independent. You can be your own person. You can be, financially secure and stable in yourself and still share that in a relationship. But I feel like this is saying that the person, whoever this is, because I feel like there's someone just not liking this, that doesn't want this situation to happen. They're getting in your way, but they feel like this is why. They feel like if it's, again, whoever this is, whatever side of the family they're on, they're feeling that person should be independent. But basically saying, don't count on anyone. But not only that, they don't want this other person counting on you or them. Like they're it's almost like someone's, so what I feel like a good um maybe explanation would be, or a consideration, it's like someone's thinking that one of you are a gold digger. If it's your side of the family, they're thinking the other person's a gold digger, and vice versa. That's kind of, not necessarily a gold digger, right? But something of that effect, like they're after something that you have. That's what I'm getting the feeling. My cat made a shadow and it was weird. I'm like, oh my God, is someone up here? And I would know because I have an alarm. So it's not like, oh. Anyway, what to look for is the Ten of Cups. So I feel like this is even more so not just the Ten of Cups in your relationship, but the Ten of Cups as far as, okay, the equal give and take. If you look at this Ten of Cups, the water's going back and forth. There's sharing going on here. Here's some for you. Here, it goes back and forth. But I think this is about having that kind of feeling with this situation with this other person that's getting in your way. So there needs to be a conversation and finding a relationship with that person, and looking for that relationship with that person is going to be the best way to handle the situation, whether it's a conversation that needs to be had or not. But I totally feel that, you know. The Ace of Pentacles is in your unexpected. So there is definitely something. I'm going to clarify this guy. So there's definitely a new beginning coming in. And it is, not kind of, it is unexpected. And it feels like, let's clarify it. I'm not going to, because there's part of me that's like, I'm questioning a little bit. Well, part of me thinks it's a new beginning because this other person comes around, because I see all of that kind of happening here. And I'll explain too this challenge, and this is another reason why I'm going in this direction. The Ace of Pentacles, please. Ten of Wands, Ace of Wands, Four of Wands. So yeah, the burden. So Ten of Wands to the Ace of Wands is great because it means the burden's done. Because the 10 is the end, the ace is the beginning. So there is a new start here. And I do feel like with this Four of Wands, there's going to be some kind of conversation relation, and it feels good because it's a celebratory card. So there's a good conversation that's going to be had. Burden is over. Something new is beginning. And I feel like there will be a conversation, and that is the Ace of Pentacles. This is great energy because not only that, we have the Four of Wands here. So that's coming from that Ace of Pentacles because we have the Four of Wands here as well. So there's a very positive energy moving forward. I feel like things are going to be really worked out here. So the King of Pentacles is, or coins, whatever. It says coins on the card, but it's pentacles too. Um, this is in your challenge, and this is that person. So this is, now again, I told you I thought it was someone that's important. So again, it's on someone important in one of your lives or both of your lives that is trying to kind of dictate what you should do and how you should move forward. And it's going to be a challenge because no matter what, this person cares about who, again, I don't know what side it's on, but whatever side it's on, it, they care. They care, but they're not handling it properly. They might think that you don't know how to make a good decision, and not because they don't respect you. It's just maybe you're younger, or you've had some issues or whatever. You've had bad relationships in the past. But I do feel like this is definitely getting in your way. And it's not getting in your way forever. It's not, because here's what I think's happening in the future. I see this future as the Knight of Pentacles, and I feel like that's that person coming down a notch. That's what I feel like. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is also about patience. Things just take time. And I feel like this is what this is saying. Things will move forward, things will get better. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And they are coming down a notch because this is a knight, that's a king. But I feel like that patience is going to, leading into the future, there is forward movement here. So that's good. That means there's progress. Knight of Pentacles is good progress. It's slow progress, but it's good progress because it makes for the Knight of Pentacles to be places foundation as it moves forward. So there's this slow energy, but as it's moving forward, things are growing, things are happening. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles in the outcome. And this is great, really honestly great, because this is like, this is all of it. So when we speak of a relationship with the Ten of Pentacles, we are talking ancestral relationship, all of the family members, all of the everybody's. And this is the outcome, and it's a positive one. So I do feel like this energy is coming around, and I feel like the conversation that comes out of this you have a conversation, the Ace of Pentacles comes out of that new beginning, a new hope, leading to a new thing. And then the Ten of Pentacles reaching that ultimate high. And I feel like there could be definitely a coming together. Now, could this be marriage? Could this be the next step? It could be a level up, because once you get through and recognize what's happening here with someone trying to kind of get in your way. And again, I don't think it's done maliciously. I think it's done out of caring. But we all have someone in our life that thinks that we should do things a certain way. I think my mom is finally over that. I lost my dad a few years back, but my mom is still does that, and I'm 60, and she doesn't do it as much. She's lessened along the way, realizing that, hey, she's she's doing okay. But you're people that love you and care about you. They want to make sure that you're always doing the right thing, and sometimes it can get a little bit too much because we're adults, right? We know we gotta at least try, right? This leads to the Four of Wands, which I feel like is definitely a celebration, and I feel like that's a celebration between you and this other person. Um, this I feel like it's a relationship. I didn't do a love reading, but I do feel like that's what this is. I do feel like that you're going to be celebrating that here fairly soon, over the next month or so. Things are going to really tighten up the ship, but I'm going to be honest with you, it's the conversation that you have. So you are taking action is the only way to kind of get through it. You can't change someone's mind necessarily, but if they know how you feel, then it makes it easier for you to move forward. If they know that, you feel a certain way about it. And I like that it ends with that Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Pentacles is a discovery too. So I feel like as the relationship progresses, this relationship you're in, there's also new discoveries along the way. And the Page of Pentacles are good ones because they come from the energy that you put into something, the work that you put in. And I feel like it's all about this, because sometimes even in a relationship, dealing with a situation like this helps your relationship grow, because you learn how to kind of combat something together, but yet separate, because again, I do feel like it's coming from the other side because you're kind of hiding from it. I mean, it doesn't have to be, because sometimes like the ones closest to us are the hardest to confront or talk to about something that they're caring about you, right? Like they're caring. Is there anything else our Libras need to know here? Well, first I'm going to pull an advice card. Okay, and then is there anything else? King of Cups, Two of Swords, and Six of Wands. I feel like this is just that recognition. So the King of Cups, I feel like this is you kind of going with the flow until you finally make a decision moving forward. The Two of Swords, you're going to be in a position like, I'm just going with the flow. I can't do that anymore. And then the Six of Wands is that celebration, the recognition that you're getting and giving both in this situation. And I like that because it means that you're recognizing too, but it comes from making a decision here instead of just kind of being in a go with the flow type attitude. You're going, nope, I got to do something about this. I do, and I win. And I don't mean win in a winning type way. I mean, you handle it. You win because you handle it. So the advice here is the Queen of Cups. You know, sometimes when people care about us, right, it's hard because they they want the best for us and their intentions are good, but if it's getting in our way, we have to handle it with a kind heart, and that's what this is asking you to do. Handle this with kindness. The Queen of Cups is kind, empathetic, loving, because if this other person is doing this from a loving space, even though it doesn't feel that way, then you don't want to lose that relationship either, because people care. You just need to treat it in a loving way, not putting your foot down in a mean way or an abrupt way. Because remember, when people care about us, it's important. Like, we don't want to lose people that care about us. We don't want to hurt them either. And yeah, sometimes we can't avoid that, but at the same time, we can speak from our heart, not necessarily from our ego. So there you have it, Libra. I hope this resonates. Let me know, please. Yeah, please leave me a comment and hit the thumbs up button. It helps. Take care. Have a beautiful day.